Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll set up the screen to Drake. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now it's Breida, and he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lucy.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go.
Bortles to throw on second down. It's complete to Brown, right side. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 42 yards. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got it first and goal at the 6. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Green 80. Spread right, 72. Sunday. Green is it.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Charles Harris, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal.
11.
Bortles now to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds Tyler Kroft. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. He's going to look deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Drake. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are in for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Sanders now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
39, Lucy.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Flush to his right. Keeps himself upright. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
39, Lucy.
Shotgun now for Bortles. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nazaire Jones there on the tackle. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Looking to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot.
He'll look to throw. Or look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. This is Breida. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Watch him now, Barney.
On second down, it's Drake. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Now a handoff for Drake. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Brashad Perriman there to make the grab. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Sanders now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Seahawks. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Sunday.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On second down, here's Henry. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Daniels has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Man open left side is Brown. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Lucy. 380. Lucy.
Bortles now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. On the give, this is Drake. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Gets past one man. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But
this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. This quarterback now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only one incompletion. And another 1st and 10 here.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll try to run with Breida. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Detroit! Detroit!
A give to Henry. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
On 1st down, Drake. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He goes underneath to Drake. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's Breida. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
The guys who just gave up that play.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. They run again with Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They run with Breida. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run with Drake. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Sanders' kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available, Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. And some room to work. Oh, some strong running. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down. Running, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, 19.
He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Charles Harris able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Dolphins, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.